Hello everyone. Today I'm going to explain one of the biggest problem my friend sent me. It's related to big data, and they have lab test tomorrow. So he sent me that he was saying that let me help him how to solve the problem. So we can just go together and check on the problem. This is the problem that the text. They said that lab test one, evaluation rubric, 20 mark. It will be tomorrow, Tuesday. So they said that this is the component. And the first one is a synthetic data set creation. So you have to create your own synthetic data set. Then you have to add missing, okay, duplicate value handling. So you can add or remove duplicate. Then you have to use outlier detection using box plot. After that, feature engineering. Yeah, then you have to uh, dataset match. So you have to create another one, another dataset again, match the two dataset so that the both dataset will be on your in this one in the same folder. So here it will be in your Google Drive, and then you will reload the data. You will reload it in Google Colab. So the first things in this exercise is what we have to first we have to create like we have to find one problem, like where we want to implement our data set, where exactly, because they are asking to create a synthetic data set. So how to create your own synthetic data set? To create your own synthetic data set, you have some steps. So here we have to find, first of all, we have to find one, like the problem, one problem. It can be any one problem. So when you have the problem, like you have to define the objective, why you want to study the problem. So it can be what? It can be hospital management, it can be learning, okay, online learning, or it can be what again? It can be anything else. It can be student performance. So you have to define the objective of your data set. That's the first step. And the second step is what? You have to know, like you have to define the number of record from your data set. How many record do you want? That one is important. If you want 10, 20, or 15, it's up to you. So after that, you have to, like, those are the steps to, like, we'll implement all one by one, but those are the steps if you want to create your own synthetic data set. So beyond this, like beyond this text, some things are hiding beyond this text. The things are what? First things here did not ask you in the text, it did not ask you to like to use Google Colab or to use a Jupyter notebook. They just said to create your own synthetic data set. So it's up to you which idea you want to use. It's up to you. But for us, we will use a Google Colab because at the end here, they said to reload it in Google Colab. So it means here you can use Google Colab. But you got anything else, any idea you want, you can use them, no problem. So the first things, let's create our one folder in like in our drive. So this I will come in this, I will say Google Drive. Okay, then I will create my like my folder on my Google Drive. So in this drive, what I have to do, I have to connect to my drive. Okay, no, not this one is Google Drive, not Google app. Yeah, sign in Google Drive. So I will sign in. It's up to you. You can sign in your personal email or your school email. Then when you are in your Google Drive, what you have to do, you can create new folder. Okay, you can create a new folder here. So I will create a new folder and let's call the folder text. Let me say text one or lab test. Let's say lab test. Okay, let's call the folder lab test. Then you will create it from your Google Drive. You will create it from your Google Drive. I just said here lab test. If I want, I can say lab test one. Maybe when it has something else like another text, maybe I will tell him to send so that we can solve them together. So I mean lab test one, not two. Lab test one. I renew it, new it. Lab test one. Okay. This will be lab test one. So we have already created our folder. What next we have to do? We have to connect this folder to our Google Colabs where we are going to start working. So to do that, we can come here and write a Google Colab. Okay, it's already here. Okay, this is the ID from Google. We said Google Colab. Then in Google Colab, we have I work on many things here. So those are my works. So do not check all these things. What you have to do, you can create your own Google like notebook. You can create your own notebook. You click here to create your own notebook. Okay. Then you just wait. The notebook is creating. Okay, this is now it will say hi. This is Gemini part. You can close it if you want. Then what you have to do, you can rename your collapse. You can come up here. Here you just remove here that unit collapse unit. Like you can remove it. Lab test one. Lab test one. Lab test one. This is our full our collapse name, lab test one. So what next? If you create like you already created our folder, we have to connect our folder to this collab. You just come here, file. Okay, you just wait. The connection is on it. It's going to connect. Just wait for the connection to happen. Then we have to connect our Google Drive to the collapse. So you just come in this side, mount drive. You click there. It will ask you to connect to the Google Drive. Yes, I want to connect it. Okay. Then you just wait around here. Then your drive will come. When your drive comes, you click. Okay. The drive is already here. So this, when you come my drive, you will see the driver you created. It was a test lab. Okay, lab test one. It's already here. That's good. So after this, what we have to do after creating, like after mounting our collapse, we can come now. We can now tell to the collapse that we have already like connected to the Google Drive. So what we have to do in this part, we supposed to now tell to the collapse we want you to know about the drive. So what you have to do, you can now say import, or we can say from Google. Okay, from google.colab, not cloud, go from google.colab. Okay, space, he said import. Okay, you can import what now? You import a drive. This is your drive. From google.colab, you import your drive. So in now, you want to import your drives from the Google. So in this part now, what you have to do, you have to mount now your drive. So to mount it, you said the driver. Okay, driver dot mount. It's already here. You want to mount the drive. So to tell him that, okay, you want to tell the drive that, like you want to tell the collab that you want to work on this drive. So if I want, like you want this one to content my drive. So when you come up here, you want to connect your driver in this area. So I will execute it. Then they will ask you to connect your Gmail. Yes, I want to connect my Gmail. Then it will come here. This is my personal email. You can use another email if you want, but I will continue with my personal email. Then I will continue down here. Okay. Okay. this is now the content of my drive. My drive is already mounted. So my drive is already mounted. That is it. So when you see it, you can see now. So let's come and add another cell. We'll add some cells. Okay, so that then after mounting the drive, what we have to do, we have to tell now to our system we want to use exactly the folder that we created, test lab test one. So what we have to do in this case, we have to import the OS. Okay, import OS. This is the system. Okay, import OS. Then we come down. When import OS, we will say now import OS. You can define now here name of the folder if you want. You can say folder or you can say df. Okay, you can define anything you want. Then here you can come and take the path of your this one. You can take the path of your folder. This is my folder. I will take the path of it. Okay, I will copy the path. Then copy the path, do not write. You just copy the path so that you cannot have problem. Okay, I will copy it, content driver, my driver, I have a lab test. So in this, I define it. So what I have to do, I can print it. Okay, I will print it. Because nothing is inside, it will just show also curly bracket. So I will print it. Okay, I will print it. To print it, what you have to do, you have to say printer, okay, OS. This is the system OS. Okay, list to show the content of this folder. This folder to show the content of this folder. You will say list dir df. Df is what? The folder name. So we just have to execute this one. Then it will show also none here, inside nothing, because we did not create anything in the folder. So after this, what we have to do now, the problem comes around. What we need now exactly, we have to define our objective, like our problem. We have to define our problem. So to define the problem, I use one things here. I think is around, okay. I think this one, but because I'm already working on this T career. So I'm already working on T career. It's online, like online study. So you can just come around here. I think this one, this is T career. We are on it, but I think it's already online, but I think it will be really soon. So what now you have to do, you have to define a problem. As for me, I define problem. That is a T career lab test one problem statement. Okay, this problem statement about T career. The problem says what? Okay, T career is an online learning platform that offers courses in Python, data analysis, machine learning, and web development. The management the management wants to analyze student performance and course information using synthetic data before deploying the platform. Because we need these things before deploying the platform, but the platform is already deployed. But before it can be now usable, so we need this one, this information. So tax one is what? Is 4 mark. When you take this is the things they said to create a synthetic data set. So tax one is what? Tax one is create T career, okay, study student.csv. Okay, 20 student record. So you can just read this one. This is all about the problem. Okay, 20 student record. Okay, 20 student, as I told you at the previous place, you have to define a problem. Then after the problem, you have to define the number of record. Here we said 20 student record. Okay, then the containing what? Student ID, name, age, gender, course, skills. Okay, then we have studied our quiz score. Okay, quiz score and placement. Those are then fake and NumPy. This one now, fake and NumPy, you have to use NumPy libraries. Okay, we just start implementing, you will see. Then task 2 is what? To introduce missing values and duplicate rows. So detect, remove, duplicate, fill, age using the mean and quiz score using the median. So this is we will use those methods to solve the problems, this part. Then after that, we have type 3. Task 3, draw a box plot for quiz score. Okay, calculate Q1, okay, Q3, and IQR. Okay, this is an interquartile range. Okay, lower limit, upper limit, and Joe, this one you supposed to have first. You have to know the theory about, because if you don't know the theory, it's going to be difficult. But like my friend is already, like he already know those theory, but what he need just the practice. So I will record the video and send him so that he will practice. So this now is a test for a task 4 is this creator performance student category and placement change colon using feature engineering rules. Okay, display the update dataset. And now fourth one is create a T-career course. Now this is to match the two. Like we have one is a student and one is a T-career, like one is course. So we have to match these two now by career final CSC. So let's start before delaying. Let's just continue implementing. The first things was what they said when you come in this part, when you come here, they said that the first task is was they said to create a student, okay, create a data set with a CSC with 20 student record. Okay, this means we have to create a 20 student. But before creating 20 student, we need to what? Uh, we need to import libraries, the important libraries that will help us to handle that. So to put a comment, you can put you can take shift act. Okay, here now I can say important. Okay, import libraries. Okay, so this will help us to import libraries with what we will work. Okay, so when you use it, okay, oh my goodness. Okay, import libraries. Those libraries will come. Those are the libraries we will import. NumPy, we said import. NumPy has a PD. Okay, import Pandas has a PD. NP, this is PD. Okay, import Matplotlib has a plot. Okay, import keyboard, because here we are not going to use keyboard and we are not going to use those things, so we can remove this part. These are not going to be used. We just need plot because they ask us to use plot. Okay, plot is a matplotlib is this one is used to represent. So I can execute this one. Okay, but I not like we forgot to import one thing, but you can import it. That is from fake. Okay, from fake. Okay, from fake import import figure. Okay, I think the library is working here. They said what? Okay, I did not install it, so no problem. Just let install pip install. I will install figure pip install figure. Okay, I will install it so that it will work. Pip install figure. Okay. Let me remove inside this. Let's just come down up here and install figure here. People install figure. Let's see what's it going to be. Okay, the figure is installing because it was not installed. That's why it's showing the error. So it's just a successful install. So you can execute this one now. Okay, now it's working because we just import it and we did not install. It was not installed, but now I install it. To install a library, you just said you have to use what pip install and you name the libraries. It will work. Then after in like these important libraries you will use, each part I will tell you what is the important. NumPy, this is user for numerical calculation. Pandas is user when we want to create the data frame. Matplotlib is user when we want to represent the plot, box plot. And a figure, this one is user when you want to take, because you are not working on really data set. This is not a really data set, is a synthetic data set. So in this case, we will use fake names, not really names, but fake names. So now after that, what we have to do, after that we can now create student IDs. Okay, let me see, create okay, student IDs. Okay, student IDs. Then in this case, to create a student IDs, I will say what student, or here I said okay, I will say student, okay, student underscore, do not put space, or do not put space between names. Okay, student underscore ID equal what? We are creating student ID. Okay, before that, you can first things before this one, I just anticipate. Before this, we can define the record. We'll define the record. So how many record we want? Okay, how many record we want? Then we can define that first. Okay. You can define the record. I will said here in the exercise 20. So I will say n equal to 20. This is the number of record. Okay, number of record n equal 20. And then after that, one, we can now we can create a sick data, or we can create a fake object. To create fake object, because we already import fake, so we can create fake object. We can say fake, okay, fake equal what? Fake equal faker maintainer. Now faker here, the F has to be in capital letter. Faker. Okay, this faker is an object, so it has to be in capital letter. You put this one. Okay, so this part is what I told you, fake is here to use fake names, random fake name, and n is the number of record we choose in the topic. They said 20. When you see the topic, they said with 20 student record. So the number of record is 20. So we said n equal 20. Your case can vary. Your case can vary. It can be any one. In your case, it can be anyone. Okay, so your case can vary. It can be anyone. Let me see. Oh my God. Okay, your case can vary. Sorry, because yeah, your case can vary. It can be anyone here. So you use this figure to make your data set fake, not really data set, because it's synthetic. So you are the one who is creating. This is object. Faker here is object. That's why the F is in capital letter. Then N is what? The number of record. Then after that, we can create what? Again, we can create sig now, sig values. Okay, sig value. You can set a sig value. Then this one is up to you. The one who is working, you can create a sig value. Then I will say what? NP. NP is from NumPy. Okay, NumPy here from NumPy, we said NP. So we can say NumPy data random. Okay, random dot seed. This is a seed value. It will be, some people use the value you want. You can use any value you want. So I will take 42. Okay. Voilà, from NumPy. Okay, this one will be what? This is just random values from until 42, like random values. It can take any random values. So when you have that one, you already created the number of record. This is n, and we created the seed value. This is the 42. So what we have to do, we can execute this one and continue creating our. This one is already working. So let's come now to create our student ID. Because student ID here, they said 20 student ID. So it's up to you. Any equal here 20. How do you want to start how do you want your student ID to start? I will say NumPy, because NumPy dot what? NumPy dot here you can say random range, but this one is not good because we can use a random dot run int, this one is will be what? It will be int values, but that one we don't need. We need a sequential values. Sequential values, like when you take 1, 2, 3, these are sequential values. So here we say what? We said arrange. Arrange will be sequential value. Arrange, then will give what? Will give a start and the stop. But the start here, it's up to the person you want. Okay, the start, I will say what? Let's take 100 or 1001. Okay, 1001. Okay, comma space 1000. Okay, comma space 1001 plus now n. This is sorry, plus n. This is the stop. 1001 plus n is the stop of our like this range. So it will be 1001, 1002 until 20. Okay, so it will implement a 20 student ID. Okay, so if this one, if you want to see, you can just print it to see the result, no problem. Okay, I can print it, you can see the result. Okay, you can see, you can count here, this is here 20 student record. So it will just say, as soon as you execute it, it will take random values. It will take random values. Okay, random values, but the values will be the same. You see, this is sequential values. Okay, it will be sequential value. This one, you need this kind of things we need. So if you wanted the random values, like the value can change, you just say the rand int rand, then you give the like you give the same rule state starter and not stop. But this let remove. Okay, let's remove this and executor because we do not need it, need them yet. Then we already created what? We created one record. This is a student ID. The second record is a name. Okay, student name. Okay, I just said names. So I can say names or name. It's up to the person. So equal what? Names equal when you said name is what? Name is a string. So here fake will be used to fake names. Okay, so now we use curly bracket. When we use curly bracket, then we said fake dot name. This is the function to use for fake name. Okay, fake dot name is a lot. We have a lot of function with it, but we just use fake dot name. If it is address, you can set fake dot address, but we just won't need. If it is like random country, you can set fake dot country. Now we use like we can use now like we can use now a loop here. The loop will be what? For loop. Okay, we said for. Okay, for I in okay, for I in range. Okay, the range here n, we need the range n. So for I in range n, because we said n number, so n here is 20. So you have to give 20 values here, 20 random name. We give 20 random name. If you want, you can print and see your work before continuing. It's good to see your work before continuing, because if you like you have mistake, you understand. Then this will give your random values. See it. It will give you random values. Those are random names. From here to here, you can see. Okay, those are random names. Okay, as soon as you execute it, it will give a random name. Random names. Okay, this one, random name. After that, what we have to do, we have two column. Like we have two record. We have student name, student name. We have student ID, student name. After that, we have to create what again? You can just save yourself from the topic, but after student name, they said student, you can go for student age. Okay, student age. Then your field will be different. It can be student performance, it can be hospital management, it can be any field you want, any topic you want. You can just take, but know the number of record you want. Okay, as for us, we need 20 records, so we have to do too much. Then after that, student age. In student age, we said NP. Student age will be between what? Will be between 18 to 30. Okay, between 18 to 30. So here, then it has to choose between that. Then we have to do what? We have to say random again. the same thing, student age or random, okay, dot what? Dot rand, okay, dot rand int, okay, dot rand int, then we have to put what? We have to put the lower value. The lower value is said 18, okay, comma. The higher value is 13, so we take 13 is not inside, so we'll take 31. Then comma, the size here is n. So this is the way to create for the age, random age. So let me check here. Create a student age, create a student age. So this will then we can print it to see what is going on. Instead of saying print, you can just say age. It will print. Python will understand. Okay, then this will print random age from 18 to 30. Okay, it will print when you see here the higher value is here 30, 30 is inside. So from 18 to 30, it will print the values. So this one we don't need to print first. We'll print L all in one. Then after that, we have to continue. After the age, we have to create gender. Gender will be what? Unless male or female. So in gender area, we can take, okay, let me put comment. Okay, create a student, okay, create a student gender. Create a student gender. So in student gender, we have to do what? We have to use this one. So M, like we can say male, okay, male or female, the same thing here, but female. Okay, in this we use what? np dot random. Okay, random, it will be random choice because you want we want it to be choice randomly. It can be either male or female. Then this will be inside the list. To put the list, you put curly bracket inside the list. This will be inside the list. Then you put n. This is the size. So after that, you can print it to see what is going on. Before continuing, every time you have to print to see your result. Then this is the random values. Okay, this is the random values. Okay, every time when you execute, like when you write one code, print it so that you know if the code is working or not. Otherwise, when you finish, and you will be boring to know where exactly the problem is. So execute line by line, then you will understand. After that, you have to generate cause. Okay, so to generate cause, we just said, let me put comment again. Okay, create a cause. Okay, create a cause. So in this case, I will use a cause. Okay, cause. Okay, equal what? Cause here is what? It's up to you if you want random cause. Then you have to implement the cause they said in the topic. In the topic, when you see in the topic, I think they said in the topic to take, oh my God, come on. Come on, guys. Okay, in the topic, they said what? To take this course, they said course, skills, okay. Now in the course, they said the course will be, okay, the course are here. Okay, Python, data analysis, machine learning, and web development. Those are the course. So let's continue with them. So we said what course, okay. In this case, we want to choose a random choice. Okay, you want random choice. Then we said random. Okay, random dot choice again. The same thing has a name. Then here, what we need a name, like we need the course to be random. So we have to put inside the curly bracket, like we said what? You put what the first course here. Then here you can put what? You can put single quote or double quote, no problem. So the first course they said Python. So I said Python. Then I come outside the coach. I put comma. Then I will say what after Python they said I think it's data analysis. Yes. Then in that case we can put again data and he said data. Okay, data analysis. analytic, okay, data analytic. Then you come back again, you said what? After data analytic, we have machine learning. I just have to take, okay, instead of saying writing all this, I can say ML, okay, ML, machine learning. Okay, then after that, I can use, they said what? They said web development, okay. Then instead of writing all, I just have to write web dev, okay, web dev. Okay, this is for web development. So web dev. So we want, when we finish that, you have to like precise the number of it, the number of the size. So this is the list. You put the list, then you put the size. The size here is n. Okay, you put the size. Then here, after that, you can print the course to see exactly what you did. Okay, you can print the course. So this is the course that it print. Okay, ML, data analysis, Python, okay, web dev. So if I want, I can put all this in capital letter. No problem. It's up to you. This is I'm not in lab. So if you are working in lab, you have to, yeah, we have to put all these things in capital letter so that your teacher will enjoy, like it will like your work. Okay. Then when I get it again, it will show, everything will show. Okay. Then I just have to see my result before continuing, because I don't just want to create anything and create, just continue. Now, after that, after creating the course, then the next step is to create the skills, student skills. Okay. Then I will put comment again, create a student or student skills. Okay, create student skills. Okay, this one is about skills now. Then I can say skills. Okay, skills dot level. Okay, because it depend on skill dot underscore skill underscore level. Okay, skill underscore level. Then equal skill underscore level equal, then it will be the same thing, because in a T career, like in T career, when it comes to T career here, we have a beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So what you have to work based on your topic. So in T career, we have these things. So you just come again. Oh my God, I stop sharing. That's what the fuck, man. I stop sharing or continue sharing where we are, where the code is exactly. Okay, let me take this one. Let me take this and continue sharing. I stop sharing. Then this is about a T career. Then you can see here, we see beginner, intermediate, advanced. So in our Google Colabs, we will continue. We use the same thing, beginner, intermediate, advanced. So if you want, let's print the skills. Just said skills. Okay, you just print skills, no problem. Then you execute it. It will print your skills, student skills. These are student skills, advanced, 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 beginner, advanced. Okay, it will take random skills. It will take random skills. Then after that, what we have to do next, after creating the skills, we have to create now the student study hour. Okay, study hour, because in the topic we have those things, study hour. So in this case, I will use comment again, create study. Okay, oh my God, the study hour. Okay, study hours. Okay, in this case, we have to use what? Study hour equal, again, it will be random, because let's take 10 hours. Like we want a student to study 10 hours. So we said study hours equal NP. NP is a NumPy. Okay, random, you want random choice. Okay, random, like random hours. Run int, because the hours are int. You don't have an hour in decimal. So hour int, random int. Now 1 hour, student will take 1 hour to 10. The size here, the high score here is 10. So it's not 11. The 11 is not inside, but 10. So this is the size, 20, with the size. So let printer, it will print 20 student study hour. So let's printer study hour. So when executed, you can just take a control enter or shift enter, it will execute. Control enter, shift enter, it will enter, it will execute. Or you can just come here, you can do it. It will both will work. But if you are in your keyboard, you can use that one again. Okay. Then what we have to do after creating student study hour, then after study hour, what we have to generate a quiz score. Okay, like it will show if the students are working or not, they are working or not. So quiz score will come here again. We'll create what? This one will be okay, this will be create quiz score. Okay, quiz, student quiz. Okay, quiz score. Quiz score. Okay, in this case, we use the variable name quiz score. Okay, quiz score, random, the same thing. We want quiz score to be between what and what. Okay, let's take now this one, it will be not be 20 because our quiz score, let's say it will start from 40 or 50. Okay, let's take from 50. Okay, if students score 50, it will pass the quiz. If not score 50, it won't pass the quiz. Then here it will not be this one. We want what? We want let me say 50 to 100. Okay, then we said what? 101. 101 because we want 100 to be inside. So we said if the student score 50, it will pass the quiz. If the student score 100, it will pass the quiz. 60 will pass the quiz, but below 50, it won't pass the quiz. Okay, then let's print it and see exactly what is going to show us. Okay, then we say quiz. Okay, quiz score. Okay, quiz score. Then when it's executed, it will take us random quiz score. These are random quiz score from 50. Okay, above, from 50 above, random quiz score are that. Then after this one, what we have to do after that quiz score, because now we are creating the record. After quiz score, we have to create a placement status. Okay, I think that's the last one, placement status. Then after that, we'll create the data frame. Placement status. Then we said the placement creator placement 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 status. Okay, placement status. Okay, placement status here we need if the student is placed or not. Okay, we just need to see if the student is placed or not, because if student is placed or not is a random choice. It will show you yes is placed, no is not placed. Then here I'm not going to use yes or no, I will just use what placed. When we have placed, it means that student is already working. Okay, placed, the student is already working. Or not placed, not placed, then this student is not working. Then we lose the size. We need 20 students. Okay, when we just come here, it will just tell you this n equal 20. So we need 20 play. This word have to be repeated 20 times. Okay, if you can see any code you write, any cell, try to execute the cell so that you will see if you not make mistake, because it's very important to know before continuing. Okay, this one we have random place or not place, not place, place not place. We have it not place, place place, not place, place not place again, not place, place place, not place, and this will be showing randomly. You are not the one who is going to write it. Okay, and this is the important of random things. Then after that, we have finished the 20 record. We have finished the information, that the necessary information we need for the student. After that, we have to create now the data frame. This is the most important part. We have to create the data frame. So to create the data frame, let me comment again. Create the data frame. Okay. This data frame will hide, it will keep it like a table. The role of data frame here, it will keep it has a table, then which library we will use here? We'll use Pandas. Pandas is helping us to keep our information like table. So in this case, we said what? You can use PD. It's up to you. Any name you want. It's up to you. Okay, I can say PD or DF. Okay, let's take DF. Okay, DF equal what? Equal PD. PD is from Pandas data frame. In this data frame, it has to be capital letter. D is capital letter, F is capital letter because they are function. So they have to be capital letter. Then when we finish like this, okay, let me say I will what? I will implement the data frame. So how to implement it? This is the word in message you want it to show, and this is the variable is declared. I declare the variable here student ID. So I want this message to show student ID, then it will show the message. Student name, it will show the names. Age, it will show the age. Gender, it will show the gender. Course, it will show the course. Skills, it will show skills. Level, okay, study hour, it will show study hour. Quizzes, it will show quiz. And place status, it will show place status. Then when we finish, this will be in curly bracket. I mean, it is one have to be in curly bracket. Then this will be in like kind of dictionary. Dictionary, we have key and value. This is the key and this is the value. Okay. Then if you want, you can print the DF. Okay, print the DF to see your work. It's vitally important to see your work before continuing. This is the work we did. Have you seen student ID? Have you seen? These are all our student ID. Age, okay, student name, these are student names, and age, these are student age. Gender, these are gender. Course, okay, and skills, these are skills. Study hour, these are study hour. Quiz, these are quiz. Place status, place, non-place, have you seen? So it's vitally important to print your work, but I don't want to print it first. I want to continue. Okay, then when we finish this one, we have already created what? We have already created the data frame. This data frame, we already, when I print it, you see it has a table, right? When I print it, you see it has a table. See it. It's kind of table, but not a table, but it's a kind of a table here. Have you seen? It's a kind of table. Okay. So Pandas is helping us to store our data frame in a table format. Okay. Then after that, after this work, like we did like half of the work because we are creating all this. We are just creating what? We are just in question one. All this is in question one. We are just creating synthetic data set. We even do not start at this. So we are just creating synthetic data set. All this is about synthetic data set. Okay. So creating a synthetic data set, you have to understand those steps. There are a lot. So it's vitally important to know. But if we like, if the guy did not understand, I will do one video about theory about synthetic data set. So that will only be theory. But for now, we have ASI. You have to continue with the synthetic data set. Then here we have to save now because we have already created. Then we have to save our data set now in the collapse. Okay, in Drive. So what you have to do, let's say save the data frame. The data frame. Okay, save the data frame. In this case, what we have to do to save the data frame name is what? We said here, PD. Okay, instead of saying PD, I can say what? I can say student. Okay, let me say, because sometimes it's difficult, you should say, let's say student. Okay, student. This is information about a student. Okay, okay, then I will come here. Okay, okay, let's execute to work. Okay, no problem. Okay. You have to see this color. If you see this color, it means no problem. If it is red, it means you have to check again. You have some problem, but no problem. Then what we have to say, we have to save this student in our driver. How to save it in our driver? So we just come here inside in this part exactly student dot to CSC. So it means that we want to create this file as a CSC. So now it's time for us to come and copy the path of our drive. So it student lab, okay, this one, lab test one. Okay, then we'll come, we copy the path, lab test one. We want this file to be in lab test one. Then we'll come, we paste inside there. We paste there, then you put this one, okay? So what you want, what you write here, you write in this, like in this folder, lab test one, save student dot CSC, CSV. So you want us to save this one in lab test one. Then after that, you can check, you can check if you want, you can check for the missing value or you can print it. Okay, then let's just execute it first and see. Okay, then now when you come in lab test one, you will see this file will directly create automatically here. So all what we did inside the here, all this one is showing because it's executed, but like pip is not too much recognized. You can use another another things, but that's why it's not using. But anyway, it's already executed, so no problem. Then this is our student data CSV. That is student.csv. Then what we will do next? After this, we have to now come to the next question. First question, we done it. We create the data set and now we save it as a CSV. Then the next question will be what? Missing and duplicate value check handling. Then let's check first if we have a duplicator in our data set. Let's check. So how to do that one? To check the duplicator, okay, let's put a comment. To put comment, you know, is a shift H 3, okay, shift 3. Then we say check for duplicator, okay, duplicate, check for duplicate. To do that, we'll check what student, okay? This is here for the student, okay? Student, we said the students, okay? This is the variable we declare, students, okay? Okay, students, okay? Then dot, okay? Is null, okay? Is null, student dot is null, okay? Student dot is null dot what? Dot sum. So we want to count the number of oh, okay, sorry. This S is a capital. So be careful with your variable name. Be careful with your variable name. This S is capital. And this one I just write it like let's just take with small letter. When I execute it, it will show error. It will throw error. Now see, they said we'll check duplicate. Okay, they will say name student is not defined because I just write the S in a small letter. So it has to be in capital letter. Be careful when you declare it here. If it is small, you have to write with small. If it's capital, you have to continue with capital. Then I will just say, I will put it in capital, then I execute it. Okay, so here we see null, 000. It means that our student, like, we don't have any duplicate. Okay, we don't have any duplicate. So in this case, we don't have any duplicate. This is good. We don't have any duplicates. So what we have to do, now we have to create our own duplicate value. We'll create our own duplicate value to this, like when like we take this one is null, this one is null. This, the rule of this is what? To check cell, okay, to check the cell, okay, in the data frame, the data frame we created, this data frame, to check the cell in the data frame. True, if we have null, it will throw null. If it's not, we don't have, it will throw 0, but we don't have null. That's why we have 0 every part. After this, we have to now create our, okay, this sum This sum is what? To count the number of null value, duplicate value, count number of duplicate value. Then because here we don't have, so it will just say this, it no count here. Oh, after that, we have to create our own, what? Our own missing value. So to create our own missing value, I will say that what? Create a missing value. Okay, this missing value, it's up to me where I want to create. Okay, let me say I want to create the let me say the missing value from let me say from age. Okay, it's up to you from age. You can take anything. You can take anything. Okay, from age. Then I will say what? I will say age. Okay, I will take age. Okay, what I will say student. Okay, not age, because this just I want to take it from. Then I will say what? I will say student dot log. Okay, this one I want to create a missing value. So this is the data frame I will use because I put data frame as capital. So student, okay, students, okay, then dot logs. Logs, the rule of logs is the row after that column. So I want to, which row logs have to start executing. I have to put that row. Let me say 2 or 3. Then it's up to you. Let's take 2. Then which column? It will work on which column? Okay, comma, it will work on, let me say column age. Okay, work on age. Then it will work on the column call age. Generate that one, column call age. Okay. Then after that, column call age here. Just see when we declare here, this column. We want it to work on this column. This. That's why I put capital. Not be scared. This capital is from this message we put. So then we want it to work on that column age. After that, working on that column is what you have to do. But these things have to be in calibra in this one. Okay, let me take and put them in curly bracket. Cut it. I put. Sorry. I put. Okay. I put them inside this one. Okay. Then after that, you have already created what you have already created a missing value. But what you will tell you that this is a missing value, you will put equal, okay, NP none. NP is a for what? NP is a for NumPy. Null. Null is a non-value, zero value. That is zero value. That we said null. So in that part, we just need it to be none. We need it to be none. So when we come and we need it to be none. So, okay, they are saying what's the problem? Okay, let's continue. Yes, after that, let's execute it and see. This is for, oh, okay. I think is the parentheses, I think. There are no parentheses here. Okay, it was about the parentheses. I put the parentheses. Okay, no parentheses. Just you have to put lock will be the rule for lock is what? Row, then colon. Then NP, this is for NumPy, null here to see exactly the non value. Then let now check again our missing value. Okay, we already know to check the missing value is simple. This is the rule to check the missing value. So I will just copy it and now come down here because we create, then let's check at the same time. Okay, we check here, execute. Okay, see here. One in the age part, one missing value. That is what? That is a 1. Okay, we already have one missing value. So you can continue creating missing value on this part. Like in course, you can create one missing value. In skill, one missing value. Okay, it's up to you. Let me see. Let's continue like student again. Okay, let's say student here instead of age, let's say what? Let's take what here. Let's take course or gender. Let's take course or gender. Okay, I just come and paste it. Come and paste inside here. It will be the same rule, the same rule. Then if I want again, I can create another one for skills. Okay, okay. Then I will create another one for skills. Then let's just check now for these three. Okay. Then when you come, we have three null. Okay, we have three null. So if I want to check now, when I said sum, I print sum now. Okay, so count. Okay, count now here. It will directly print the number of okay, the number of let me say null value. Okay, this is three. We have already created those. Then what we have to do, then after this, we have to continue with what we already created, like we created the missing value because in our data set there were no missing value, but now we created missing value. Then we have to do what? We have to handle those missing value. Okay, we have to handle those missing value, creating duplicate now. We created missing value. Let's create duplicate. Then after duplicate, we can continue with what? We can continue with handling them again, solving the problem. Because we already create the problem, then we have to solve them later. Yes. After this one, we have to create the duplicate. The duplicator. So to create the duplicate, what we can say, let's create the duplicate on what? You can create a duplicate on any column you want. Let's take student. Okay, let's take one duplicate in student. Okay, then we said what? Creator. Okay, create a duplicate, create a duplicate value. Okay, create a duplicate value. Okay, in first student, like in first student column. Let's say in first student column. Okay, so what we have to do here, we have to say student. Okay, S is capital letter. Student. Okay, space. Student is okay. Now student space equal what? You want to create in the like in the field, like in the table. So we said pd dot pd dot what? Pd dot concat. This one will be concatenating the student names. So concat. Okay, this is our function concat, and after that you put inside then student like the first student. Okay, let's take the first student. Okay, first student here. Okay, the S. Oh my God. I supposed to continue with simple, no capital. Student, okay, students, okay, and student comma, again, student, then I want to the first student, okay, the first student. Then I will say student dot I dot, oh, what's wrong? Okay, student dot I lock. Okay, lock will be to create I lock. Now will be what? To create a duplicate value. Then I lock. Okay, I lock. Okay, in parentheses we have to indicate what? We have to indicate. Yeah, I said in the parentheses. I mean, in the curly bracket we have to indicate what? We have to indicate the like the address. Yeah, I mean yes, the address. When I said address here, the index of the the student. First student, the index will be 0. So this is for first student, the index will be 0. Okay, if it's the second, it will be 1. So this will be the code for duplicate, to have duplicate. And then if you want, you can just continue writing another thing saying ignore. Okay, it had to ignore what? Ignore indexer. True. So if index are true, it has to ignore them. and think that we created some true index. So if they are true, you have to ignore them. Okay, this will be what? This will be to create a duplicate value. So let's check the duplicate value. To check it, what we have to do, let me put here, check duplicate value. Then to check the duplicate value, we are in the student. You just have to say student dot duplicate dot now this is a function dot now count. Is that I have to execute and see? Okay. They are saying okay. I think this is okay. Okay, let's come and check where exactly the error is. So when you are working, just execute at the same time so that you will see where the error occurred. It's vitally important. Okay, now I think the error were where they said what PD can concatenate function can call in cell. Oh, I think because they were in the same cell, that's why. Oh, I supposed to remove the first one in the first cell, and that was the problem. Let me see. Okay, then it counted the duplicate. We create only one duplicate value. So it counted one. So if you want again, we can create another one on what? Hmm. Let me check. Let me remove this check in the same column. Let me put here. Okay, so that we can create another one again. Hmm. Let's say, let's say, okay, this will be, we created in one. Okay, let's say we want to create again in another one like what? Want to create in course, okay? Then we say what? Course number one again, we'll say what? Student, the same rule will be student, okay, equal PD, okay, dot concat, okay, then we can work, okay, let's take here student, this one was student number 2, let's take student number 13, okay, student number 13, and at the end, execute it, oh, why? Oh, 9. Why 9 is coming there? Okay, okay, it's working. So we have to create so 2. Then okay. Now here it count it, it has 2 duplicate, like it has 4 duplicate, okay? 4 duplicate. Then what have to do again? We already check the duplicate. Then we have to remove the duplicate again. We are the one who is working on the data set. So let now remove the duplicator. So to remove the duplicator, we can remove from the first duplicator what you just have to say it's student. Okay, the S is a capital. For your case, it can be what I don't know if you want. Then you can just say drop duplicator, okay, in place true. Okay, where you want. You can just say or drop duplicate. Instead of this one, you can just say drop duplicate. Sometimes this is not compulsory. Okay, then to check again, let's copy this and paste it here. Then execute this. Okay, Okay, this one, it will drop the duplicate. It will remove the duplicate values. Okay, so move the duplicate values in the student, there are no duplicate again. So let count again, start counting. Student dot drop duplicate. Okay, let's continue writing the same thing and check again what will be the error. Okay, okay, let's execute. Then when I come here, let's execute again. Okay, now we have a zero. We have a zero duplicate because we already removed the duplicate. So we already removed the duplicate. There's no duplicate inside. So what we have to do, when we finish removing the duplicate, we created some non-value. So some non-value we created. So we have to fill those non-values. How to fill those non-value? To fill them, you can use a fill, okay, fill function. So in that case, we create a non-value in age part, in age area. So in this case, we can create a student, student. Okay, let me put comment first so that it will be easy for you people to understand. Create student non fill. Okay, create field. Can say fill the missing values. In this case, it was age. Okay, age. Okay, this one was age. So we fill the missing value in age. Now we have to use the function student. We use the function age, the variable age that you said. We said fill none. Fill none will be what it will fill the null value. Okay, then it will take the mean. The mean is the middle part, the middle value. Then replace is a true. Okay, when you replace it, it will be true. Okay, mean here will calculate the average. Okay, none will do what? Will replace every missing value before that area. Every missing value here will be replaced. Okay, will be replaced, and mean will take the mean value. Then after that, we already created the mission value. So after creating we remove the mission value. Then the mission value are already replaced. Okay, true. Those are the mission value. For example, when doing dot, then this already replaced the mission value. Then what else we have to do? Like when I take, let me see, where I executed mission value for check the duplicator. Okay, this one was okay. Duplicate, remove the duplicates. Okay, mission value. Okay, let's just take this one, this function, and come down here, execute. We can see what exactly is because there when we executed, we see exactly the rule. Now, gender. This one we remove missing value with age, right? Then let come and age. Let's see. It will have what? None. But in gender and skills, we have one. Those did not remove. So you can try that by your own and just the same rule. Student, your function is what? Here is gender. Just have to use the field is gender here. You have to use gender. Then you take what? Fill none. Okay, you have to be replaced by zero. Fill none, then you put the student again and gender, like gender again, daughter means. Execute that one before I can write the code. Okay, now here, missing value, execute it and you can see missing value for gender. Gender, missing value for gender. Execute by your own and you can check the same thing here. Okay, it will be the same thing. Then when I take the same function and I execute it, you will see for gender now, for the gender is none. So for the level, I'm not going to remove, you have to do it. Then to do it is simple. You have to write the same function. Okay, remove. Okay, okay, here you have to remove the missing value for, let me say you have to remove the missing value for, it's the skills, right? I do one, okay, skills level. Okay, skills. Okay, skills. Okay, underscore level. Okay, skills level. So remove missing value for skills level. The skills level for remove, remove, remove missing value for skills level. So we want to remove the missing value for skills level. So what you have to do, you have to remove missing value for skills level again. So in this case, we'll use the same function here. We'll use this same function. If you want, you can copy it. Okay. If you want, you can copy it. You can copy this one and you just replace this one, skill level. Just have to copy it. It's up to you. Okay. Or you can write again. Then it will be what? Let me copy because we don't have too much time now. We'll copy it, then we'll come down and paste. So here will be what? Instead of our gender, it will be what? It will be skills level. So just have to change that one, skills level. And here again, instead of gender, it has to be skills level. Okay, then we'll count again exactly if we have a missing value again in the data set. Let's execute this one. Okay, working. Then we put mode here because we are like working with that like text. Okay, we can take mean to the, okay. Then when you see here, there are no now missing value. We created missing value and we filled those missing value. Then till now we are where we are here. We just did two. It remain like three things because we have outlier and we have this feature engineering. And now let's stop this video here. The next video will just continue with where outlier. We'll just continue with outlier. Then let's stop this video. Okay, thank you for attending the class. I really enjoy it.